welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen in the Eredivisie. We are in the 4th season. Now, in between now and the last episode, I played an entire season as Blackburn Rovers, so I've kind of forgotten what really has been going on. There have been some very, very big transfers that have taken place this window. The majority of them are actually out of the club. Incoming, there's nothing really spectacular. There's a few decent young players, but mostly players leaving the club. Nicolas Freire is the first one. He has gone to Feyenoord, £5 million. I think it's actually raising to something bigger. I think it's £5 million up front. He has gone. We got a season out of him. He was probably far too good for us, realistically. For 1.5 million, raising to 2.2 million, Dejin Dakenham has joined Nicolas Freire at Feyenoord. He's going to be a big miss for us, but he started having a bit of a strop, throwing his toys out the pram. We had no choice really but to sell him. Jol van Nijf has also jumped ship. He has joined local rivals SC Heerenveen for £1 million. Lars Veldwijk is another player to leave. He has gone to Willem II for £1.2 million after sell-ons and so on. Falaise Sacco is another right back to leave. He's gone to AZ Alkmaar for 325k, raising to 400k. We just didn't play this guy enough. We've taken a very big hit on Argentine goalkeeper Ezequiel Unsain. He has left. He's gone to San Lorenzo for £275,000, raising to 350k. We spent a lot of money on him. He wasn't very good. Anders Tronsen has also left. He's gone to FC Lorient. He's cost them at 275k, raising to 350k. Another player. He was very good for us, but we didn't really use him enough realistically last season. We got 8 games out of him. Some more fringe players to leave. Amir Absalem has left. He's gone to Mouscron for about 85k. Kasper Oldenburger has also gone to Mouscron, this time for 45k. And Antonio Sefer has gone to CFR Cluj for not a lot of money. He's the cheapest one. It's also worth mentioning some of the players who have been released on free transfers. Harry Hamblin, Michael Brage, Gerard Posma, Jan Hoekstra, Martin van Maastricht, Sam Crowther, Van der Werf. Some of these players I don't think we ever played. Jamie Affam, Mazzini, Tarassi and Bernard Iber have all gone on free transfers. Players in then, and starting at the cheapest, free transfer, Alberto Seri has joined for 4 years. He's got a 4-year deal. That's a huge contract we've got on him. He's joined free transfer from Verona. He's a very good player, although he's not done it so far in the... he's started 2 and come off the bench twice so far this season. Next player through the door, Jarno Janssen, who has signed on a free transfer once again from Sheffield United. He's come in mainly because he's Dutch and a centre-back. That's about it. Mark Martinez, an Australian attacker midfielder, has joined from FFA COE, or the Football Federation Australia Centre of Excellence, I believe it's what it's called. Free transfer, 5-star potential ability, so he looks like he's going to be really good. Another advanced playmaker to join, Gaston Pereiro, maybe. He's a Uruguayan advanced playmaker, can play pretty much anywhere in the opponent's side of the field. Like I said, free transfer. He looks very good so far. We've not managed to play him yet. And the final free transfer is Thijmen Goppel, who's joined from Go Ahead Eagles on a free transfer. He, much like Jarno Janssen, sorry. He's joined because he's Dutch. Really, we need more Dutch players. Into the players who've cost us some form of money. First up is Radek Vozdravka, who is a Czech central defender, 18 years of age, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential. Problem with him is his determination is far too low, really, to really make a difference at the moment, so I probably need to try and get him tutored. He's come in for 325k from Brno. Probably won't see him this season, maybe next year. For 350k, we have signed Carlos Diaz, a Peruvian central defender from Leon de Hunaco. Yes, them. He's gone out on loan to Willem II for the season, and he already looks like he's getting some games there. Maybe. No, he played once for us, and then we loaned him out. Another Czech player to join, Pavel Rezak, is a central midfielder. He has joined from Mlada Boleslav. He's cost, what does he cost? 575k. Once again, 5-star potential, 2.5-star current ability. Might see him a little bit more this season compared to the other guy, but he's only 18, so he's got a few years yet to develop. And finally, a player who will play, and the player who's cost us a whopping 700k, it's not huge, he's cost us £700,000. Ilir Popovski, Macedonian central defender. He's got 3 caps already at the age of 18. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's got all the right stats, I think, at the moment. He's probably going to be replacing Nicolas Freire. We'll see how he goes. We might end up getting to January and just binning him off completely. At the end of last season, we finished 3rd place in Eredivisie, which 2nd and 1st got Champions League qualification, 3rd place got Europa League. We have to go through the 3rd qualifying round and the 4th qualifying round just to get to the group stage. We finished 3rd. The team who won the Dutch Cup, they went further forward than we did. The team who won the European playoff thing, they got further forward in the competition. We would have been better off finishing 4th and winning the European playoffs. It does mean today we have to play Malmo FF at home. First leg was a 0-0 draw. We'll come to those in a minute. If we beat them, I believe we go into the group stages. We're also going to play Ajax. Just 2 tiny little games to start the season. Let's go through the results so far this season. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. We've not started too well, but we have picked up some points. Our first game of the season was against Mlada Boleslav in the Europa League qualifying 3rd round. We obviously played them twice. The first leg was a 2-1 victory. Marko Rusmir with both the goals for us. Thomas Prickriel scored the goal for them. In the second leg, we'll come back to the Utrecht game. In the second leg, we drew 1 apiece. Marko Rusmir scoring the goal in the 93rd minute, which allowed us to go through. We almost went out on away goals. Stanislav Klobasa scored after 14 minutes for them, which in theory put them... It was 2 apiece, but they were 1-0 up on away goals. Marko Rusmir popping up right at the end, getting us this tie against Malmo. Let's go back to the league then. We opened up our results against FC Utrecht, where we lost 3-1. Branko van den Boomen, that's a great name, scored after 2 minutes. Giovanni Truppe scored after 77. Issa Abbas after 86. Frank Dogbol with a goal for us. It wasn't the best of results against essentially a mid-table side. Then up against FC Emmen at home, Edis Ibergruen with the only goal, giving us 3 points there. And against PEC Zwolle, we end up losing this one 2-1. Grezda with both the goals for Zwolle. Edis Ibergruen in the 93rd minute scores late on for us, but it's not enough. That result, not a very good result. And before we get into the Malmo game, we drew 0-0. Not a huge amount you can really say about that. Here we go then. First game of the 4th season on YouTube at the very least. We've obviously played some games. Malmo FF from Sweden. I don't know. Do you pronounce the FF or do you just say Malmo? Don't know. We need to win. Simple as that. A draw will not do. We need to win. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. In goal is Christian Lassu. Back 4 of Josh Timman and Constant Nabu are the fullbacks. Larsen and Toivio are the 2 central defenders. In the middle of the pitch, Josh Anoma is partnered with Gianfranco Bolhalder. David Aguinaga, after his end-of-season hat-trick, keeps his place on the left wing. Dino Hotic is on the right wing. Edis Ibergruen is partnered by Marko Rusmir, who has so far started the season off very, very well. Like I said earlier, I have not played the Groningen save for, I think it's about 2 weeks. I think it's about 2 weeks that it's taken me to get round to recording this season. So I might be a little bit rusty when it comes to pronouncing names. I'm still in 2 minds as to whether I really want to get into the Europa League. I think we should. We really should try and get into the Europa League. What was that? But at the same time, last season, it really, really affected our league performance. This season, I'm hoping if we get in, it doesn't. Hotic is in the area after 26 seconds. We are 1-0 up against Malmo. We're probably going to be getting into the Europa League at this rate. I don't know what other Dutch sides are actually in the competition at this stage. I'm assuming there is going to be one team in here. Heerenveen look like... Yeah, Heerenveen are in there. Is there anybody else? I couldn't see anybody, and now we've got a highlight. Anoma cuts the ball out. Bolhalder. Edis Ibergruen heads it back to Dino Hotic, the scorer. Bolhalder in the centre circle runs it forward. David Aguinaga cuts inside across to Anoma. Constant Nabu's there. Ibergruen's there. Cross in. Aguinaga's at the back. It is 2-0. 12.5 minutes on the clock. We are definitely looking like we're going through. Another highlight after 13 minutes. Bolhalder, Aguinaga across to Josh Onoma in the centre circle. Dino Hotic. Ibagruen's in front of him. Well, he's not in front, he's in the centre. Hotic is kind of the only one there. Nabiu gets it from him. Bolhalder, where are you going to go? Finds Josh Onoma, finds Rusmir on the penalty spot. It is 3-0 after 14 minutes. We are most definitely getting into the Europa League. Just before the half-hour mark, there is a highlight possibly for Malmo. Adrian in the middle of the pitch for them. Forward. It's headed back. It's through into the area. Vindheim. Lassu makes a questionable save, gives away a corner. These names are really complicated to pronounce. Corner comes in from Safo. Timon heads clear. Buya Touré's had a go from well outside the area and it's gone wide. We get to see the goal kick as well. Lassu's goal kick over the halfway line. Rusmir flicks ahead on. Ibagruen flicks ahead on further, but no one's there to get it. Anderson in his own penalty area, back to the keeper, Darlin. Runs forward past the penalty spot. Kicks it upfield. That man's name, Safo across Vindheim. No, he doesn't get there. Timon cuts it out. Larsson's ball forward. Marco Rusmir running onto it. Where are you going to go? Crossed in. Ibagruen's there. Takes a touch. Has a go. Puts in the bottom corner. Not quite. It was almost though. Highlight again. Safo. Touré has a go. Lassu makes a save and Josh Timon gets it clear. They do need to score 3 goals. But if they do score 3 goals, we will be going out. Another highlight, 37 minutes. Lassu claims the cross. So, are we going to build from the back? I assume we probably are. Lassu kicks over the halfway line towards Rusmir. Heads down to Bolhalder. Josh Onoma. Hotic is there on the right. Hotic does collect the ball. Across Bolhalder again. Nabiu's got plenty of space. Rusmir's in the middle. Across to Aguinaga, and that was not a very good effort. It's gone out for a goal kick. At half-time then, we are 3-0 to the good, although Malmo have had 11 shots to our 6. We've only had 3 on target, and luckily they've all gone in. Corner for Malmo. Safo's there, just over the bar. Malmo, I can see, they're going to get a goal. They are definitely going to get a goal at some point, although our defence is suddenly playing amazingly, and I don't know where that's come from. Larsson's header, Timon, Toivio. Toivio runs it forward to Josh Onoma, Bolhalder, across to Aguinaga. Through ball Rusmir. Rusmir finds Ibaguen on the volley just wide of the post. It could have been 4. I'd like to do a sub, but everyone's playing really well. Literally everyone in the team is on a 7 or above. 70 minutes on the clock-ish. Bergqvist across to Bashiru. Adrian forward. Toivio cuts out. No, he doesn't. Safo has a go over the bar once again. Right, I'm going to do a sub. I'm going to bring off Dino Hotic for Frank Dogboll. I'm also going to bring off Ibaguen for Alberto Seri, because I want Seri to score a goal. Just over 10 minutes left to play, and we are still not getting many shots, but we are lucky enough that the 3 that we had on target all went in. Vindheim with a throw. Safo crossed in. Bergqvist there. Larsson clears. Bashiru across to Kakalicic. It's in the back of the net. Alexander Kakalicic. Is he the one who used to play for possibly Fulham? Maybe. I told you they were going to score. Just don't score 2 more. And even 1 more, it's fine. Don't score 2 more. Darlin with a free kick. The goal scorer collects the ball. Bergqvist. This is not looking good. Bergqvist across to Kralj. Kakalicic. I can't say that name at all. Safo in the area has a go. He's hit the post. Toivio plays it back to Lassu, which is a questionable pass. Seri doesn't get the ball. Constant Nabiu collects it, and we don't see any more of the highlight. Gonna say that they concentrate. We're going to go defensive. I don't want to concede any more goals. Aguinaga crosses the ball in. Larsson's there, and Kasper Larsson in the 93rd minute makes it 4-1, puts this game to bed. I feel sorry for the travelling Swedish fans there. We are going to the Europa League group stages once again. This is where it turns out that I actually have to play another qualifying round. I really hope I don't. I should just be in there, right? Full time then, a lucky 4-1 victory really. We had 4 shots on target and scored 4 goals. They had 21 shots, 8 on target and scored 1. So we pick up £2.3 million. Yes, we have made it to the group stage. Okay, when is the draw for that? Because we've got Ajax soon. Tomorrow. Okay, right, well we'll be back in a second for the draw. I'm just going to make sure that all of these players get a rest because they're very tired. And then we'll have the Ajax game. Europa League group stage draw then, here we go. We are third, so we'll be in the third pot out of the hat. So let's fly through the first two groups. There we go. Right. What group would we realistically want there? Do we want to go through, or do we want to go out? There's three groups there that I think I want. Group C, which is Villarreal and Ludogorets. Group F, Dynamo Kiev and Standard. That's difficult, but they're not big teams. They're both very good sides, but possibly beatable. And Group G, Spartak Moscow, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Probably we're going to end up with Arsenal or Liverpool. Good. Very, very good. Right, we are in Group G, so we're with Spartak Moscow, Maccabi Tel Aviv. That is useful to know. Right, let's see who we're going to get as the final team. Is it... Oh, the chances are it's going to be someone Scottish, so it could be Maribor, it could be Setúbal, Aberdeen, Hibs, Sarajevo, or Partizani. Partizani, who are they? They must be terrible. They are Albanian. Great. We get Partizani. Okay. They are a bit of a wild card in that one, I think. The group stages have been drawn then, and Partizani don't even have a division, according to this. How have they qualified for anything? Welcome back. Now that the Europa League nonsense is all dealt with and we know who's in our group, we need to go back to focusing on the league, and what better team to play than Ajax, who are in excellent form, have won all three of their games so far this season, and we're inconsistent. The starting lineup we are going to go with is the same as the last match. So Lassu in goal, Nabiu, Toivio, Larsen and Timon as their back four. Arnoma and Bolhalder are the two central midfielders. Hotic and Aguinaga are the wingers. Edis Ibagruan and Marco Rusmir are the two strikers. Hopefully we start off as well as we did against Malmo, and hopefully we can pick up 3 points. Ajax are playing Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Was he there last year? He was. He is the former Norwich guy who was absolutely appalling at Norwich. They spent, oh my word, they spent £8.5 million on him. He scored 1 goal. That's appalling. I'm hoping that our league form does not take anywhere near as much of a hit as it did last year, thanks to Europa League. I would like my objectives for this season, this save, is to try and win the Eredivisie with Groningen. That's all I'm after. I don't want to be winning Champions League, anything like that. Constant Nabiu clears it. I just want to win the league. That's all I want. Just the once. Aguinaga runs forward. Not good enough. Not good enough counter-attack. Corner for Ajax. Ramirez takes. Vavro's there. We're 1-0 down. 10 minutes on the clock, or 11 minutes on the clock. Dennis Vavro with a header from the corner. We've dropped down to 14th. Throw on for Nabiu. Ibagruan. Nabiu gets it back, crossed in, Aguinaga's there. He's had an effort. How has he won a header? Onana makes the save. The highlight continues though. Bolhalder gets the ball. Josh Onoma across to Aguinaga. Where are you going to go? Timon's making a run. Bolhalder does find him. First time cross. Hotic is there. Heads it back. Onoma. Hotic crosses it to Josh Timon. Why did you cross it to Timon? Takes a touch, tries to cross it in, and Sidrochuk is now going to run it clear for Ajax, and this is not looking good. Ricky van Wolfswinkel doesn't get there. Casper Larsen does. And what are you doing, Ricky? It's not Ricky, it was Casper. I mean, what were you doing, Ricky? Or Joe? Joe should have scored that. Corner for Ajax. Van der Beek is going to take it. Plenty of Groningen players in there. Van Wolfswinkel's there. Joe collects it. Janmaat, edge of the area, has a go. Joe's going to probably keep in. No, he doesn't. It's going to be a corner. Ramirez takes the corner. This time, Larsen manages to clear it. Janmaat collects, though. The attack is still on. Ramirez collects it from Janmaat's pass. Into Jordi Klassie. Klassie tries a back heel, but Rusmir intercepts, and Dino Hotic is the only player up there for Groningen at the moment. Holds the ball up long enough. Constant Nabiu. Acres of space to run into, but there's no highlight. Free kick for Aguinaga. Into the centre. Toivio's there. Onana makes a television save. I think it was probably going wide. The highlight does continue again. Hotic into Bolhalder. Constant Nabiu. Acres of space to run into. Crosses into Onoma. Cross to the back. David Aguinaga's there. It's 1-1 against Ajax. It's not looking too bad. I mean, we are not getting as many chances as they are in terms of highlights, but we have scored a goal. Constant Nabiu with a throw, half an hour on the clock. Bolhalder. Nabiu's there. Lovely ball. If he can cross it in, he does, and it's collected by Onana, which means the highlight isn't over just yet. Onana carries it to the edge of his area and kicks it over the halfway line. Joe heads down to Van der Beek. Across, Daryl Janmaat acres of space, Josh Timman in front of him. Timman tries to cut it out and does so successfully. Back to Christian Lassou. First time kick upfield. Rusmir wins the header, but Van der Beek gets it. Classy. Daryl Janmaat. Janmaat trying to run down the line. Siderochuk forward. Joe doesn't get it. Siderochuk gets it back. Joe in the area now. Ramirez. They're passing it around, but not going anywhere. Van Wolfswinkel's there. It is a goal. I say they're not going anywhere. They're going into our penalty area and scoring. 31 minutes on the clock. Classy. Van der Beek. Siderochuk. Classy gets the ball back. Passing it around. Lovely. Siderochuk has a go. We're 3-1 down. Instant third goal. The problem we're having is our two strikers are off their game today, both on 6.4s. Ballhalder, David Aguanaga, Rusmir, bit of space. Anoma's got Constant Nabu if he can find him. Hotic should have... Why did no one pass to Constant Nabu? He had loads of space. Now Ricky Van Wolfswinkel's going to make it 4-1. Christian Lassou makes a save. Luckily, Christian Lassou makes a save, and Ricky Van Wolfswinkel's now injured. Corner, Timman. Oh, it's not a corner, throw on. Crossed in, it's cleared. Hotic is there. Dino Hotic has made it 3-2 just before half-time. I got really confused. I thought it was a corner. Half-time then, it's 3-2 to Ajax. I'm going to aggressively say that was not good enough. That was not good enough. Specifically, the strikers and the defence, both of them pretty poor. First highlight of the second half seems to be lasting longer than usual. Classy, Van der Beek. Van der Beek's ball forward. Larson cuts it out. Classy's going to get the ball back, though. No, he doesn't. Josh Onoma cuts it out. Rusmir. Ibergruen. We've seen nothing of him all game so far. Has a go. And that's probably why we've seen nothing of him. Josh Timman has picked up an injury. Right, who have we got on the bench? Because I know we have a ridiculous subs bench. Kingsley Madu's going to come on. Whilst we're also subbing off Josh Timman, we may as well sub off the useless Edis Ibergruen and bring on Alberto Seri, who's also pretty useless so far. Corner for Ajax. Van der Beek takes it. Vavro's there. Janmaat's there. And Juan Cruz Comar has scored the goal. It's 4-2. It's not going to plan at all, is it? Where are we in the table? I know we're definitely going to be down there. We're down to 14th. Luckily for us, there's some teams below us who just can't win a game. We are also a team that can't win a game. We've lost 3 out of 4 so far. Throw on for Ajax. Janmaat, Siderochuk. Ballhalder cuts it out. Rusmir. Are we going to make it 4-3? Hotic collects the ball. Constant Nabu. Where are you going? Forward to Josh Onoma. Hotic over the top. Rusmir's going to collect the ball. David Aguanaga needs to make a run. Why are you not running? Kingsley Madu. Through ball to Rusmir. Rusmir's got 2 players in the box. Seri is 1. Alberto Seri has made it 4-3. Stop celebrating. You're still losing, you idiots. 77 minutes. I'm just going to demand more if it lets me click, but we do have a highlight possibly going Ajax's way. Kingsley Madu cuts it out. Vavro, one of the many goal scorers of this game. Janmaat runs forward into Siderochuk. Forward to Buemo, who came on for Van Wolfswinkel. Crosses in. Joe's there on the head. Christian Lassou makes a save. I've just seen we've had 7 different goal scorers out of 7 goals. We are in the final minutes of the game. Aguanaga is going to come off and we're going to bring on Julian Green. That's all we can do now and hope that Julian Green can play 10 minutes and actually do something. Constant Nabu with a throw. We've got 4 minutes left of time. Larson wins a header. Josh Onoma. Ballhalder. Ballhalder back to Larson. Julian Green controls it. Julian Green to Ballhalder. Don't get tackled. You've got tackled. Joe now, counter-attack. There are 4 players across for Ajax. Not one single player marking them. And Van der Beek smashes it wide. They should have made it 5. 5 minutes of injury time. And we've got a highlight 1 minute into it. Onoma, Hotic, forward to Seri. And Seri's wrestled the post. That was a ridiculously good chance. And that could have been the equaliser. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything from this game. Corner comes in, it's gone all the way over. It's actually going to be a free kick. We've got 15 seconds. By the time we get to take it, we're going to be over the 95. And there it is. It's a 4-3 defeat against Ajax. We gave them a run for their money, but defensively we were not very good and it took far too long for our strikers to actually turn up. Josh Timon as well was out for 3 to 4 weeks after his injury. That's great. So we're going to end the first episode of this season sat 2 points above the relegation zone, but we are in Europe. Let's always cling on to that because that keeps you going, doesn't it? Next episode, we're going to go a fair old way through the season. I say fair old way. We're going to go PSV and Partizani because I have no idea who they are and I hope we can absolutely batter them. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.